Hello, Delmarva. I'm Taylor from Salisbury here at WBOC's Historic Studio D. Delmarva Life starts right now.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is Tuesday, January 17th. I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopper. Welcome to Delmarva Live from Historic Studio D. You know, we could probably launch careers from that opening shot.
Absolutely.
The next time you see her, it'll be on one of the big, huge...
American Idol, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
America's next top model. We'd like to welcome our studio audience today. Give a round of applause. We have a fun one.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Just a quick poll. How many are married? Oh, wow. It's like the majority. Almost everybody here. Okay,
Yeah,
well, that's good because today we have... It's not quite a marriage theme, but we follow that road quite a bit. So it's going to be an interesting day before.
We're going to be talking about marriage. Right now, we're going to talk about our hot topics, and one of them is summer. I know I'm ready for it. Are you ready for summer?
Has winter been here yet?
No, let's just skip winter.
Okay.
I'm ready to, I know a lot of us, you know what, let's just skip winter,
Straight
skip
to
spring,
summer.
let's go straight to summer because the Summer Dew Tour is locking in dates to return to Ocean City this summer. This is from last year when they were here. What a great program this is. This is extreme sports.
I could do that.
You can do that. Of
No,
course you can.
Yeah, right. 73,000 people showed up last year for this.
Yeah.
A lot of money came into Ocean City because of this.
Yeah.
And a lot of extreme athletes. You know.
You can do that. I know you can.
That's what happens when that's when I have a crash. That's what it's like.
But yeah, they were here last summer. This year, the competition dates are August 16th through the 19th. It features about 100 of the world's best action sports athletes.
Yeah.
And I know my kids went to it, had a great
Did they really?
time. Yeah, and the money that Ocean City makes from this tour is spectacular.
See, Zachary wanted to go. I didn't take him, and now I'm sorry that I didn't, but we'll have another shot at it this summer.
Right.
So,
we have some other good news for Worcester County, because
Yep.
of course Ocean City's in Worcester County. The 2012 Blue Ribbon Contest winners were announced today.
Yeah.
Now, if you're not familiar, the Blue Ribbon Awards go to schools, Title I schools, that show great improvement in reading and math and all of that. And this year we found out that Pocomoke Elementary School is one of only 5 schools in the state to receive the Blue Ribbon Award this year.
So awesome job.
Congratulations to them.
Just
That is a big deal.
Way to go. Good stuff. Isn't that incredible? Wow.
Yeah.
Well, a guy with strong ties to Delmarva is a big winner in the horse racing industry. Here's the whole deal. Last night, Ramon Dominguez won the, make sure I get the name of this right, won the Eclipse Jockey of the Year award, which is awesome, but did you also know that he is married to Lake Forest High School graduate Sharon Wyatt?
Yeah, they're out of Felton. Sharon is out of Felton, and this is a really big deal. He rode for most of 2011, rode the horse Have a Grace, which was also won an award last night.
Right.
So sounds like the Venezuelan native, 35 years old, is really making strides.
That's big.
And making Delmarva proud.
And making Delmarva proud.
Yeah.
That is some big stuff. So congratulations to you there.
Well, there's a year-long economic study that they're doing in Wycomico County, that they have done in Wycomico County. If you've ever gone to the Wycomico Youth and Civic Center, you know, some people have been asking for some changes and some improvements.
Some big things. They did this economic study over the last year. I think it came out with 3 things. They wanted to redesign the seating inside. They wanted to put in mechanical curtains. But there was a third thing that I think is really going to turn into an issue. Now, I could be wrong about this, but I think it may be. They're wanting to be less strict with the alcohol policy.
Right. And first of all, we want to show you what the Wycomico County Executive Rick Pollitt had to say. He said, if we're going to be serious about having a civic center and all it entails, I think we need to be serious about serving alcohol. All right. Well, here's the thing, and I know that this land that the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center is on was actually donated to the county with the stipulation that no alcohol be served on that land. So that is why it has never been an issue, or if it was brought up, it was dismissed quickly. But now they're saying, you know, we really gotta
do something here. They're saying it's going to be the best way to start making money. So here's the thing, and we had a discussion like this in the hallway earlier this morning, and somebody said, well, you know, I just really don't want to go to a Disney show and have whoever's sitting next to me drunk.
Right.
I could see that. Now, I am assuming that with a Disney show, you're probably not going to be serving alcohol. I'm assuming. But I will tell you one event that would have me concerned.
Yeah.
The Monster Truck Show. The last thing I want to do is go to this Monster Truck Show, and I am not going to try to offend anybody here. I'm going to try real hard to not offend. Have somebody sitting next to me, he goes through 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 cups of his beer, gets out in the parking lot, so I can do that. Watch this. I can climb over that car.
Because it's
going to, you know it'll happen. You know it'll happen. Now,
you're assuming that not everybody will drink responsibly. Is that what you're saying?
I hate to say it, but yes, I am.
Yeah.
I am assuming that there's going to be somebody, what's the famous redneck line? Watch this.
Yeah.
Okay, realistically, if they were to go ahead and do this, if everything were to work out where the family that donated the land says, well, okay, because we want to help out the finances for the county, if they do that, and again, I'm assuming the worst, that there's going to be people that are not going to drink responsibly, aren't we going to have to increase the security and the police force there?
Right. I don't know. And I think that they could pick and choose where they're going to serve alcohol. I mean, when they have a wrestling tournament, a high school wrestling tournament, or basketball tournament, they're not going to serve alcohol there. I can't imagine that.
I don't know how many parents, and I start to say guys, I think it'd probably be guys predominantly. Dad's going to be out there watching his son wrestle, and watching football at home. He'd kick back a cold one. So
yeah,
know.
That's what we need.
Who's going to make those decisions?
I don't know. What do you think? Send us your comments on Twitter, #DelmarvaLife. What do you think? Should they serve alcohol at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center? Should they abide by what was, I guess, set in stone when that land was given to the county? We want to know.
Family said, no, I don't do that.
All right, well, we're moving on to something else a lot of people are talking about. We've been talking a little bit about Ava Del Rico, the little girl who was involved in an accident. There she is, beautiful little girl, involved in an accident back in December when someone rear-ended her mother's car in Ocean City. She was critically injured, has been in Johns Hopkins Hospital ever since. And now a website called change.org has a petition out saying that they want a new law called Avas Law. And what that means is the person stays behind bars, because apparently the person who hit Ava, maybe you know a little bit more about this. Can you explain
The setup for this particular story is after the crash, and by the way, just in case you hadn't heard, baby Ava was actually trapped in the back of the car, completely enveloped by the seat for almost 15 minutes before emergency responders could get her out. The sticking point is that, again, the man who was charged is not arrested, but he was arrested. They found PCP, or angel dust, in his car. He was arrested and charged for using. He's not been convicted. We want to make that perfectly clear to you. He was arrested, put in jail, bonded out. Okay. Less than a week later, he was stopped again for driving erratically. Don't know what the specific charges were on that stop, but he was released again.
Right.
Some of the public opinion, and again, this guy has not been convicted. He hasn't gone to court yet. Some of the public opinion is, why is he coming back out again? If he did indeed cause this crash, and the cops were right there, some of the bystanders helped pull him out of the truck before it burst into flames, why is he behind the steering wheel again? So this particular law, it's a petition from change.org. You can go online. I think they got like 7,200 signatures so far. It's a petition for a bill to put people behind jail until it's resolved. Let's figure this out before we put them behind the wheel again.
So, and they want to call it Ava's Law. pretty interesting, and a lot of people are talking about it. What do you think? Like us on Facebook.
Yeah.
We want to hear from you. Well, celebrity chef, by the way, we do have a chef in today. We have our first professional chef in the kitchen today. Going to talk about that in a little bit.
She doesn't consider Brian Spiro's
not
professional.
consider-
I think he is. Whatever. Anyway.
He's a professional water boiler.
Yes.
Celebrity chef Paula Deen finally addressing her type 2 diabetes. She spoke with Al Roker on the Today Show this morning. You may remember last summer the National Enquirer revealed that she had diabetes, but she never really confirmed it or denied it or even talked about it. So now she is finally coming out talking about her diabetes. You know, she loves butter. Loves butter. And so her son, Bobby, also has a show. He creates
a cooking show
on the Food Network. He creates the same recipes she does, only with lower calories, lower fat, and everything.
Okay.
It's called Not My Mama's Meals. So maybe she should start eating those. I don't know.
Something tells me she's going to have to.
She's going to have to, but it's good that she's coming out and talking about it. I think she's teamed up with a drug maker who has a diabetes medication and going to really push for the cause to prevent diabetes.
Which is a great thing. Now, talking about food, talking about eating, did you hear that Burger King is talking about delivery? Who in here would call Burger King to have it come to the front door? I'm thinking I would. Huh?
I would.
Now, they're already doing it in D.C., aren't they?
Hold the pickle, hold the lettuce, and get it here in less than 30 minutes.
4 stores are doing it in the D.C. area. There's a $2 delivery fee. Now, I understand McDonald's has been doing this somewhere.
In some
Manhattan?
locations, Manhattan, Chicago, I believe.
Chicago, too.
Another one, yeah.
Get your burger delivered, get your heart attack delivered to the front door. I'm going to get in trouble for saying that, so I'll go ahead and apologize now.
You only have to walk to your front door.
Can we talk about Lindsay Lohan?
Oh, do we have to?
Oh, well, I think only because this is absolutely astonishing to me that this could actually become a reality. You guys know that Lindsay Lohan was in talks about playing Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah, there they are. There's the two of them, Lindsay and Elizabeth Taylor. Well, Lindsay said she is one step closer to taking on that role. We talked about this a couple weeks ago, or last week, I guess, and we had a lot of response on Facebook.
Yes, as a matter of fact,
this.
today she's appearing in court. Here's one of the comments.
Nancy says, I personally feel that there isn't anyone that could play the part of Elizabeth Taylor and do her justice.
Yeah, can't argue with that one. That's true.
You read that one?
And Deanna? Liz has had class. Lindsay does not. She was an icon, deserves somebody much better to portray her. Well, you know what? We'd like to hear what you have to say about that. Very simple to do.
Go ahead and like us on Facebook, or if you want to send in a Twitter comment, hashtag Delmarva Life. Want to know what you're thinking.
We'll share that. We'd love to. Well, still ahead on Delmarva Life, is fighting actually good for your relationship? And what about that 7-year itch?
We have some local authors and marriage coaches. They're here to help you make the most of your marriage.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future, and Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897.